we are now here with Federico. You're the lead designer, right, of the game,
Yep.
developer? Okay.
Yep.
So I wanted to ask you, man. So I know I talked to you last night. You're very passionate about making games, stuff like that. So what are some main features in this game that you added that you really are proud of?
Oh well, for sure. One of the main things is the celebrations. It's completely new from the previous one. So you have a lot of celebration. So if you finish the game in one of the first three positions, if you remember the combo of buttons you wanna press, you're gonna do the celebration. That's another cool feature that you can actually have while you race.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I'm really proud of, for sure, is the terrain deformation. So for this game, we kind of changed the mathematical system on which we have the terrain deformation. So right now, when you actually go on the terrain and you pass on a line, you will get all the dirt or the sand, if there is sand, on the two sides when you pass. So visually, you will be able to easily understand where is like a bigger line, because you will see like bigger parts of dirt on the track. And sand. Another cool thing is that we in this game we really have a difference between how sand and how dirt behaves.
Yes.
So if you go on sand, you will be actually slowed. Or if you're really fast, it will just jump through the sand section, to say.
Okay.
So and differently, it will behave differently if you're actually, for example, crash on the sand. And you have to start from the sand because you respawn there. It will be harder to move because you're actually stuck in sand.
Okay.
So it takes a bit more time than actually starting back if you fell on the dirt, to say.
Okay. That's really cool.
And another amazing thing that I think we achieved with this game is for sure in the compound, the dynamic weather. So as you go in the compound, you can actually see that it starts raining. And some drizzling rain, and then you go starts pouring, and then we have the night and day cycle.
I saw that.
So So the cool thing about that is actually as you run, you will have an idea of how the day progresses, and the lighting will change, and there are even small features here and there that will tell, lamps that starts to turn on and this kind of stuff. So
really cool.
the compound kind of a bit the life of the compound changes if it's day or if it's nighttime.
Okay. That's really cool.
Yeah, this is a really pretty cool. And another thing is we here and there in the compound we put some ramps. So there's more of zones where we tell you, hey, you can have fun here. Use the ramps to do your crazy stuff. And try to find them all because they're scattered throughout the entire compound.
Easter eggs, right?
Okay. I mean, we consider it as a sort of small gifts for the players. They have to find it, so it's a more of a challenge. So try to find them all and have fun with them. That's the idea.
That's really cool. I want to ask you one thing too. What's some details you guys added? You guys think we might look over, something very minor, but something cool as well?
Well, one thing that we worked on are the animations of the rider. So the cool thing is right now the animations are more fluid when you're actually riding. A small detail for sure that you wanna check on, for example, is the elbows movement. So in the first one they were more tight. Right now the elbows are moving more freely, and they react on how you take the jump. Or for example the head movement, the animation of the scrub or the whip, how the rider moves on the bike. In general, how they actually tuck in when they're on a straightaway. Right now they tuck in and then you brake and they get back on top, get almost standing, putting the foot down. All these small stuff that really there's a sort of polishing doing this stuff, because that's another thing we did. It's optimizing. There's a lot of work of optimization in the game. In the second iteration, because obviously we had a lot of stuff going on in the first one that we thought was good, but wasn't good enough for the second one. So we took it and we actually went to customize, to optimize it. Change it to make it even better. For example, the particle effects. We revamped the particle effect system. So now all the fireworks and even the terrain particles and how the dirts get on the bike and everything is more realistic. It's you can actually feel it.
I know, I guess I talked last night, you seem very passionate. I know you said you had a quality you want to get to in the game, with your series. So what kind of quality are you trying to the dab?
You're dabbing
There you go.
Here we go.
So you say you want to get to a certain quality. What kind of quality are you trying to get to with these motocross games? What are you trying to see in the future with these games?
Well, obviously the thing is like we're trying to reach to raise the bar.
Yeah.
It's a sort of like process. So we started with the first one nailing things down.
Yeah.
And then it's all a matter of like find a sort of way to follow this path to find the perfect quality.
Yeah.
So probably with all the optimization that we're gonna do starting from the second one on. We'll focus on different parts of the game and making it like look even better.
Yeah, I mean,
and like physics.
Yeah.
AI. This is a big thing for us. Like trying to make the AI as challenging as possible, and that's always a thing that we don't stop make as the game is released.
Yeah.
Even with the patches. Listening to players' feedback to make it like harder, to make it more realistic. It's obviously a hard job to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's a process that requires a lot of iteration even internally. But like that's a cool thing that we want to do is like always trying to raise this bar.
Yeah.
And the difficult thing is like we set the bar for ourselves every time.
Yeah.
And then we have to raise it again.
Yeah.
So it's a sort of like harder process because you arrive at a point and you have to say to yourself, okay, what you did in the previous game was not enough.
Yeah.
You have to do more.
Exactly.
So you have to clear from start from scratch sometimes.
Yeah.
And have the you have to have the bravery to completely erase what you did in the first one and then start back again. And I mean it's a hard process, but I think that like for some aspects of the game really pays off.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a lot of improvement. The game always looked good, but I really like you guys. You guys seem to listen to your crowd a lot. You guys seem to add a lot of things that we asked for. Like you said in the previous game, the game was looking stiff. You guys can see it in this game, it's a lot more fluid. You see his elbows going up and down. He's charging. You can tell he's an actual, professional rider. How he, postures himself.
There's a lot of research behind looking at all the videos, like how the pros explain from time to time during interviews what they do, and try to implement in the game. Because we don't have to forget it's a game, but like it has a lot of in common with the reality. So you want to try to showcase the reality while making it fun because it's a game.
Exactly. I can definitely tell it's. I can definitely tell it's a little bit harder than it used to be. Also I saw. Wait. Okay, hold on, I gotta show this. Look at these ruts, Look at this, man. This is crazy. Look at these ruts forming right here on the inside. You definitely see where there's different choices of lines right there for the ruts. It's really cool.
Over there. So you can easily understand where they're going.
Yeah, so let's do the track here, guys. This right here is a nice big rut right there that formed up. It's really, really cool. Different line choices right here as well. So as the race goes on, the ruts get deeper, right?
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you're actually progressing.
And even like larger, because if they pass near the same line, it obviously becomes larger.
Yeah.
As you can see here.
Look close to the detail, guys. That ruts all through here. That formed up. The dirt looks really, really good too as well. Very high quality. You got the flags on the left side there as well.
The marshals.
You guys see the hay bales actually faded away right there when they went down, which is really cool.
And we changed the Tuff Blocks as well. So the thing is like we listen to the players not be happy about having Tuff Blocks all around the tracks, which is fine.
Yeah.
So right now if you crash against one of the Tuff Blocks, it will lose the collision and it will start fading.
Yes.
It will get back to place. So I mean the first one is gonna crash on it. It will get slowed obviously, but then the others behind him won't have the problem.
So one thing I want to say to you, man, you are doing an awesome job with this game. There's a lot of quality. I can definitely tell that you're passionate about the game, which I'm passionate about dirt bike games too, because we need something to play. You guys, like you said, raising the bar. You guys are raising the bar really high right now. This is a amazing game. I just hope you guys can continue improving it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad you guys are listening to the community, and I can definitely tell that you guys listen to the community. You guys also putting the effort in, making a very great game and a great series.
I mean, one of the things that like sometimes makes me sad is like people at Milestone don't ride.
Yeah.
But like not all of us are like super like into riding.
Yeah.
Like even for me, but like because I mean it's not that easy for me to ride. But the thing is like I want to ride. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And I mean I'm not maybe riding like personally right now, but I will do it for sure in the future.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, but the fact that I spend a lot of time making research and study like how the bikes are and like their behavior. I mean, okay, I'm not fighting, but I put like all the effort
Yeah.
to, I mean, create the best game as possible. That's the thing.
Yeah, as a rider myself, I've been riding for 15 years, like I said, and this is definitely a really good dirt bike game, man. I can, even though if you don't ride that much, you guys are doing a really good job implementing how a rider should feel, in the game,
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear from a real rider.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been a fan since the first MXGP, man. So it's really cool to see you guys are, still continuing to push the bar, like you said before, and to continue to make a very good quality game, man. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me as well. This has been awesome, man. I can't even stress enough how happy I am to be here to
Do not worry. Like,
to be a part of this.
We're happy to have you here.
Yeah.
It's because like we create a lot of content, and it's really interesting to think, like to listen to like what's your feedback and like even all the people who actually comments under your videos. It's always interesting to have a grip on like how they feel.
So tell me where you want to land in the jump.
By doing so, we'll be able, to steer if it's needed on a particular like part of the game, like I don't know, the cornering or other things about the game. So, well, that's a cool way to finish a race.
Yeah, I know, right? But face down, man. Thank you again, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.